How's it going, YouTube? Today I got a pretty exciting unboxing, or not an unboxing, just a review. Got the Twosun TS429, a newer model that just dropped. Crossbar lock. They dropped a couple new crossbar locks actually. We'll get into the other one on another video, but this one was $100, $99.99. At least retail price. And of course, the great thing about Twosuns is if you don't want to pay the $100, you can bid on them on eBay and wait a month on them. But I don't like waiting a month, so yeah. It's a redesign, or I think that's how you say it, R-I-H-E. This one's an N690, my first Twosun and N690. They've done a couple now, but it's still a pretty new process for them. Yeah. Let's go over the blade. Like I said, N690, stone washed. Check out that stone wash. Flat grind, drop point. Pretty thin behind the edge too. The blade stock on this is actually pretty normal for Twosun. 3.7 millimeters or 0.145 inches. Let's see how good it cuts. All the Twosuns I've gotten lately have been sharp, and they've really improved on their edges, so. Oh yeah, that has a good edge on it. An overall length of 8 inches. So let's compare it to some other knives. CMB Predator 2. Best Techman Ronin. They're both just a little bit smaller. Ronin's very close. Spyderco Manix 2. Twosun TS419. Also a redesign, if you can't tell. Twosun's about the same. Really close to it, and the Manix is pretty close too. Last two. Twosun's first crossbar lock, TS375. Which I liked quite a bit, but it did have an issue. And the other knife that will be in a future video, the TS333 or 433, something like that. Yeah, about the same, I guess. Twosun's being safe and just doing 8-inch drop point crossbars. Yeah. Still needs to break in a little bit. 4.6 inch handle. 0.58 inches wide. And the closed width in the pocket is 1.37 inches. You do have T8 on the body screws. Well, I guess you could say it's about half and half, because the ones on the inlay are T6 and the ones on the thumb stud are T6 as well. A little bit heavy, 5.4 ounces. No real weight relief on the inside. But I will say, this thing was machined like perfectly. Like, this inlay just fits in here so nicely. It's like a snap fit. It's almost flush. Very close to it. Let's get a flashlight. They went on the Benchmade route of doing these, where you got a little bitty liner on the inside, and it like snaps perfectly into the titanium. Perfect fit. It's pretty cool. But yeah, these are on washers, which is very surprising. I don't think I have any Twosuns that are on washers. I just put Loctite on it, so it needs a little bit to break in. Pocket clip on this. Got some nice milling lines on it. Unfortunately, it is right hand tip up only. A little bit shallow underneath, but it works. We'll say it's inset into the scale. Even though it's only got one screw, I don't really feel any play. Of course, it's titanium. You got some milling lines, the blasted finish. And it says on the listing that this is red micarta, but really feels like G10 to me. If you look at the 419, now that's red micarta. I'd bet that this is G10. And the crossbar lock, if you bought the 375 is a little bit weaker, which I thought it was perfect to begin with. This one's a little bit stronger. Definitely stronger than Benchmade and Hogues and all that. Not as strong as a Ganzo. Not quite as strong as the Ronin. I know this is a different lock, but pretty close to that. Yeah. And also, on the first one, there was up and down blade play. On the 375, they have fixed that issue. Glad to say that. You have a couple deployment options. These nice thumb disc, which have plenty of texture on them, and they are removable. Love to see that. Some people like to take those off to sharpen. I'm glad they didn't just glue them on. You do have a back spacer, a lanyard hole. You have a really nice sharpening notch, sharpening tool. So yeah, there's not a lot to complain about on this knife. They've improved. They just keep getting better. Twosun does. They've improved their heat treat. They used to be known for really soft M390 and all that. Now I wouldn't say they're doing it at optimal temperature, but they're doing it like the same as most other Chinese companies. Like in the 59, 60 range. Maybe 61. But yeah. What else? Like I said, washers, I do believe. Didn't get it all the way apart, but It did look like washers. Inlays are almost flush, very close to it. Yeah, could definitely recommend this knife. Dislikes on this knife? Only one I can think of off the top of my head. And that's no easy access to the crossbar lock for disassembly. They need to make all of them where you can disassemble it from both sides. Like if Ganzo can do it, Kaiser, Twosun can do it too. But yeah, no other complaints. It is a little bit heavy, but nothing I can't handle. Yeah. Check it out. I'll link it down below if I can find them. Subscribe if you haven't already. Check out my Instagram. It's linked down below, and give me a like or comment. See you in the next one.